about your worries, if you have any. And, it's ever so important to know how worrying gets started and how you can stop it. So I'm here to share more information with you about it. So listen carefully, please. Sometimes the grown-ups around you call worries anxiety or stress. People who worry a lot are said to be quite nervous or anxious. Whatever you call it. A worry is a thought that you have in your head that upsets you and makes you feel bad inside. Can you think of a worry that you've had recently and how it made you feel? It doesn't feel well, does it? Well, worries can be specific thoughts that make you feel really scared. Like you think to yourself as you're out playing soccer with your friends, what if my mom forgets to pick me up after soccer practice? Or it can be general, like on your way to school every morning, your tummy hurts and you just don't feel well. And you are not quite sure what's upsetting you. But when you get to school, you have to ask a teacher to go see the nurse. Things like that. But friends, everyone feels worried sometimes. It is quite normal to feel worried. Like if you're on your way to the doctor's office, if you think you're maybe getting a shot from the doctor, or maybe it happens at school, like before you take a spelling test, like if the words are really hard. Most kids worry a little bit, like maybe they have a new babysitter coming over to watch them, or maybe they are a little worried about having to walk in a dark room with no lights on at all. You see, lots of worries don't make sense. Like worrying about monsters which really do not exist. Or worries about no one liking you when you know every single day at school that you have kids to play with and other kids like being around you. So think about that. And sometimes seeing or hearing about something scary can make you start worrying too. Like if you watch police shows or movies with bad guys, that can make you think something bad is going to happen. But whenever something scary or sad happens, or when you hear something that makes you think that something scary or sad happens, that's when your worries can start too. But you know what? Enough about the bad news about worrying. Let's talk about how we can make worries go away. Well, let me think for a minute. Oh, I know something you can do. Something that's really quite helpful. I want you to think the first thing to do when you have a worry is to put it into words. You can talk to yourself about your worry, or you can find a helpful person like a grown-up that lives with you to talk about it. And then you have to use logic to make that worry less powerful. Logic is when you think about what is really true instead of what you're afraid might happen. Logic is reminding yourself that really bad things don't happen very often. Logic is knowing that even if something that's a little bad does happen, you're going to get through it. And you thinking of, sometimes if you find that logic doesn't work, then I want you to think about those tomatoes. Remember we talked about those tomatoes from before. And remember how worries can be like tomato plants. Whenever you check a tomato plant every day and water it, and look at the leaves to see if there are little bugs to pick off, you're taking good care of it and helping it grow. When you think about worries a lot and talk about helping them over and over again, you're helping those worries grow too. But listen, if you ignore your tomato plant by never giving it water and never checking on it, it's going to wilt, and eventually it will die. And the same thing goes for the worries that come into your head or that make your tummy hurt on the way to school if that happens. If you don't spend time on them, they will begin to shrivel up and go away. And if you are a person who worries about a lot of little things, try thinking about setting up a worry time. Your mom and dad can help you choose a certain time each day for worry time. And only give it a few minutes to have worry time. Your mom or dad will sit with you during worry time and listen to whatever worries you have. There should be no interruptions, no TV or phone calls, no little brothers wanting to play or big sisters needing help with homework. Worry time is a time to say whatever you want to say about your worries. And during this special time, your mom and dad will listen and try to help you. That might help you to have a worry time. There is just one more very important rule about worry time. If a worry bothers you at any time of day, you're not allowed to think about it. Thank you so much for joining me today. There's just so much information that I need to share with you about worries. So in part 3, the next one, you'll get all the answers that you need to keep your worries away.